Hey Scott, so I'm outside because there's no light in our house anywhere, ever, at all. It's really, really hot out here, actually. While I'm here, look at my hair. It's teased. I brushed it the opposite way today, and I think it looks pretty cool. It's actually kind of scary, but it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna find a place to sit down. Here we go. This is a good spot. Okay, so due to boredom and to avoid cleaning my room, I am outside making you a video. I do have some things to say. One, for Halloween, my friend Sarah and I are going to be 20s gangsters together. It should be fun. Mom thinks it's a little bit sexier than it needs to be. Dave doesn't. So the Halloween costumes in a Halloween store are fine if they're a little risque. In my opinion, it's fine. It's totally, it's okay. You know, it's all right. But Milo. But as long as they actually look like what you're supposed to be. So I saw this Halloween costume in the Halloween store that was supposed to be a cop. And there were multiple, you know, and most of them were sexy. Okay? They were like sexy cop or crime scene, Miss Crime Scene, whatever. But there was one, and it was like overalls. It was a dress, but like with overalls, and then it had those bandeau things, and on right across the chest it said busted. What? Cops don't wear that, okay? That doesn't happen. I did see when it was a dress. Cops don't wear dresses, but at least you actually looked like you were supposed to be a cop versus a blue Mario that says busted across your Mario tits. On Tuesday of this week, I had my first school assembly at the high school, and I forgot this guy's name, but it was Scott something in German. And he came and he talked about bullying, you know, but like, it's just about bullying, like normal school assembly, right? But no, this guy, like, it wasn't about bullying, it was about if you see bullying happen, you should stop it, which I think is a good message. It's a good message. But this guy, the way this guy spoke was, first, he would be really, really funny. He was hilarious. Like, oh my goodness gracious. Make you cry because you're laughing so hard. Funny. But he was funny for like 20 minutes, and then he got really serious. And it really hit you. He was naming off Snapple caps. You know, when you buy a Snapple tea in a Snapple bottle and you get the little twist off the little cap and you're like, oh look, I don't know, some interesting sort of fact in your Snapple cap. And he was naming off ones that he thought should be in the Snapple cap but aren't. And they're pretty funny, like weird facts that whatever, slugs have 4 noses, oysters can change their gender from male to female whenever they feel like it. I don't know why anyone would ever feel like that, but that's besides the point. He actually really got our attention. These are made up stats, by the way. Like 80% of you are bullied at school, and 60% of you will not accomplish much in life because in high school somebody told you couldn't. And then 30% of you, that happened to you because nobody stopped it. Other people saw you being bullied and nobody stopped it, and that is why you did not accomplish much, is because somebody told you in high school you can't, and then nobody told you you could, which is the difference. People are going to always tell you can't, but there's not a lot of people who are willing to step out and say you can, which I think was his whole message. Well, that's what I got from his message anyway. Well, yeah, somebody's gonna be like, yeah, you can't. I mean, that's not scary. That doesn't take any guts to tell somebody that they're not worth anything or that they can't do something. But then it takes some balls to go up to someone and say, hey, you can do it. I believe in you. And some people never get that, which is one of the saddest things, I think. Which encourages me to go out and tell as many people as I can truthfully, yeah, you can. Or, hey, you need to step up so that you can. That's important to have people say that to you. You, yourself, before you tell other people, before you start encouraging other people to do things, to step out of their comfort zone and do something, you have to be able to do it yourself. Otherwise, it's meaningless. So, you yourself have to be happy. Happy. I mean, happy to be alive. Just being stoked about everything. That is what you need to be happy about, is to be you and to be here and to be able to, and knowing that you are able to do something in your life and everybody else's life. You can do whatever you want, and you need to be stoked about that. And you need to be stoked before you can help other people. And this brings me to what you said, which is everybody needs to have that Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony idea. You said her idea is that your happiness is based on everybody else's happiness. So in order to keep yourself happy, you need to make other people happy. Which is awesome, because that makes everybody happy. And I think if everybody stepped up and tried to make other people happy while being happy themselves, it could make a real difference in the whole world, like all the way to flipping China. I like to call that the Pinkie Pie Effect. If you feel like you can't be happy, I know you can, because I've been there. I have been there saying to myself, I can't. And I came out of it. And I'm telling you, you can too. I now know that people will say, hey, I'm depressed. I can't, I've gone through so much in my life that I am not capable of being an overall happy person, which is one of the worst things you can tell yourself, because everybody can be happy. Everybody. It doesn't take a lot either. It just takes you somewhere in your head saying, I want to be happy, I want to make a difference. I'm here for a reason. Nobody's here just to be here. Nobody's here to make things worse. I've been there. I've been to the point feeling like I will never be happy. I will never have a normal life. I will never be like everyone else. I will never be happy like everyone else, which is the worst lie I've ever told myself. So here, to people, how many ever people watch this, if you feel like you can't be happy, I know you can, because I've been there. I have been there saying to myself, I can't. And I came out of it. And I'm telling you, you can too. So that's just my inspirational word of whatever. I love you, Scott. I'm proud of you. Also, because I know that's kind of how you feel, or around that idea. And I love you. So catch you in your next video.